Okay, hi there guys, I am Ville and this is Animal Crossing New Horizons. And today I'm gonna show you how to get some purple windflowers. So the purple windflower is the hardest hybrid flower to get in the windflower family, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to get it, and we're going to be using this method that I call the clone pair method. And here you can see the breakdown of it quickly. And this clone pair method is going to give you some blues and some reds. And both of them are going to give you a 25% chance to make some purple windflowers. So very good chance, 25% and 25%. This is not one of those mix everything together and hope for the best, then you have a 6% chance or even lower. No, 25% chance, 25% chance. And I'm going to show you exactly how this method works from start to finish, all the different phases, how to put the flowers together, etc. So if you want to get some purple windflowers with a 25% chance, then let's get to it. Phase 1, we're gonna need some white windflowers to start, and this is similar to the pansy method. So you're gonna take some white windflowers and you're gonna put them in clusters of 4, like here, and they're gonna be in these 4 clusters because that makes it sure that they will always pair up with another flower. If you do some sort of X formation, then that, well, this would actually work, but otherwise you could have 2 flowers produce and then these ones are going to be left alone, and that might mean duplicates. But if you have them like this, 4 together, they will never duplicate themselves, so they will always try to crossbreed with another white. So white plus white equals blue. You want to get blue out of these guys and you have a 25% chance. So just keep putting these whites together in a cluster of 4, 1 space apart on all sides, and rack up as many blues as you can. So that's going to be the end of phase 1. Phase 2, you have some whites and they made some blues. Now you're going to put these blues here by themselves, as many as you have, and you're gonna pair them up with normal reds. Okay, so normal reds with these blues, and let's just put some more rows here so you can see how to do this. This might be a little overkill to put so many here, but as many as you want and as many as you have, and you put them in pairs and 1 space apart on all sides. Pair, space, pair, space, pair, space, pair, space, space, pair, space, pair, space, pair, space, etc. So blue and normal red together. That's what this phase 2 is all about. And these guys have 100% chance to make reds, these special reds. So every flower these pairs are going to produce is going to be the good kind of special red that you absolutely want to have. So no problems at all. So just have as many of these as you can, and every red that appears somewhere over here is going to be the good kind, so just move it separately. And that is going to be the end of phase 2. Phase 3. So you got some special reds out of this blue and red, and you're going to take these special reds and you're going to pair them with each other. If you have 4, put them together with 4. If you have 2, just put them like 2 together. But that's what you want to do, basically 4 or 2 together. And if these guys keep making more, then you just add them over here. So get as many of these 4 clusters as you can. And if you have lone ones, then you could put 2 together in a pair. But this is basically going to be all that you're doing in phase 3. You want to get these special reds together, and be careful. If you have these special reds together and they start producing something, then that is already the next phase. So if these guys produce a red, do not add it to these boxes here. Only add flowers that you have over here, that these guys produce special red, then add these over here to the boxes. Or if you have a single special red and it clones itself, then those guys are both going to be the same. But if a special red and a special red produces a red, then it can be 4 different kinds. So do not add that to the same mix. Okay. But yeah, this is the end of phase 3, special reds in boxes of 4. Phase 4, the final phase. So you got your special reds together in boxes of 4, and they have a 6% chance of producing purple. That's not good enough though. If they produce white, then discard. But if they produce red or they produce blue, you're gonna put these flowers by themselves. This is where we get to the clone pair method. So you're gonna put all these reds and all these blues. You have 2 different kinds of blue. You have 4 different kinds of red, just like with the pansies. So you're gonna take these guys, put them 1 space apart, and then you need to do this kind of little grid for them. So you either put down tiling or designs on the ground, or you put fencing between them. So this makes sure that all of these guys, they have like a 3 slot space over here. This is the clone pair method. They have 3 tiles over here, so they cannot grow sideways. They cannot like put stuff here. They can't produce to the middle. So they can only produce to this 3 tile slot over here. And that's the whole point. So you water each one of these reds or blues you get out of here. You put them separately, 3 space slot, and you water them separately, and they're each gonna clone themselves. Just like this. They don't have access to any other flowers, so they just cloned themselves. And this is the end result. 1 out of 2 blues cannot produce purple, but the other one can. 25% chance. Boom. Then this red one cannot produce purple. This red pair cannot produce purple. This one can. 6% chance. It's the same as the production box. But this one, 1 out of 4 reds, can produce purple with a 25% chance. When it's cloned, when you have a clone pair, the whole idea of the clone pairs is that you retain the genetics. That you have these guys over here. This one has like strong genetics found on rare islands, 102. And this normal blue is 002. So this super flower is much stronger genetically than this one. Same with the red. And when you clone it, both of them will have that same strong characteristic, which makes it possible for you to have a 25% chance of getting purple. So that's the whole point of this clone pair idea. And out of here you can see that in the production box, you have a 12.5% chance making this superstar red and a 12.5% chance of making this superstar blue. So you have a 25% chance out of these guys to make a good blue or red, either one. You can't know which one is which, but you have that chance. 25% chance to get this superstar flower, either one, and then these guys have a 25% chance to make that purple. So very good chances. And like I said, this works because the genetics are amplified. They're clones of each other. So the strong flowers clone themselves and the genetics stay the same. And this does not work if you mix the flowers. You have the superstar blue, you have the normal blue, 0% chance of making purple. So that's why you do not wanna mix. I've seen people advocate like, oh, you have these boxes and then you mix everything together you get. You do not do that. The whole point of the clone pair method is you clone them and you retain the strong genetics. Same thing with the red. If you have the superstar red with this normie red, 0% chance of making purple. 0% chance of making purple. With this production kind, it has a 12% chance of making purple. That's okay, but much better when you just clone it. 25% chance of making purple. There you go. So put them by themselves, water them by themselves, clone them, let the flowers clone each other, water the clone pairs, and there you go. Some of these blues, some of these reds can produce purple with very good chances. So that's the basic idea of this clone pair method. And what do you do when you get some purple? Well, first of all, I would mark it on the ground. Mark it on the ground over here that, hey, you got some purple out of this pair, or you got some purple out of this pair. You can mark it like as a design. Just make a purple color design and put it on the ground so you know which pairs are producing purple. Also, put a piece of dark soil here on the ground so you know that these squares are the production squares. Or you could put dark soil underneath the pairs. But either way, you either mark the pair or you mark the production box so you know that what is the pair and what is the flower they are producing. That's what I would absolutely advocate. But when you get a purple, you put it by itself, you water it, and it's gonna clone itself. These guys have a 100% chance to produce more purple, so you can have them together or you can put them separately, water them, they're gonna produce more. Put them separately, water them, they're gonna produce more. And there you go. Once you get one purple flower, then you can just start racking these babies up, as many as you want. So that's the beauty of this thing. Once you get one purple, then you're set. You can just keep cloning these guys as much as you want. And that's basically how this method works. Guaranteed to get you some purple windflowers eventually. So to recap this method, phase 1, you put white plus white together in a boxes of 4, space 4, space 4, space 4, and they have 25% chance of producing blue. That's what you want. Phase 2, you pair the blue with normal reds. Pair, space, pair, space, pair, space, space over here as well, pair, space, pair, space, pair, space, etc. Blue plus normal red in pairs, one space apart. And these guys will produce special reds. 100% chance. Phase 3. You're gonna put the special reds you get out of this section, and you want to have a lot of these guys if you can. You put these special reds in clusters of 2 or clusters of 4. And then one space cluster of 4, one space cluster of 4, one space cluster of 4. And when you get new flowers out of here, you just add them here and put more clusters of 4 or clusters of 2 if you don't have enough for a cluster of 4. That's the end of phase 3. And then phase 4, every blue and every red you get out of these guys, you put by themselves. You put them in these little boxes over here like this, and put tiling or fencing next to them or designs on the ground so they have 3 slots each. You water these single flowers. There's 4 different kinds of red, 2 different kinds of blue, and they will eventually clone themselves. So all these pairs are now going to be clone pairs. Both flowers are identical with each other in these pairs. And one pair out of 4 reds has a 25% chance to make purple, and one blue pair out of 2 has a 25% chance to make purple. So very good odds here. Just make sure that you put these flowers by themselves and clone them and keep them separated. And you're gonna, with these kind of odds, you have a 25% chance to get this red or this blue. So that's a good chance. 1 in 4 chance to get one of these. And then when you get a purple, you put the purple by itself. You water it, it's gonna clone itself. Put them by themselves, they're gonna clone each other for even more. And just keep having them one space apart and watering them, and they're just gonna clone as many of these purples as you want. So that's the recap of the method. And then a few bonus tips to cap off this video. So if you want to make everything go faster, then you can do time travel. So just have your flowers set in the formations, water them, then save and exit the game, shut the game down, go to the switch menu, and then set the date to the next day forward. Then come back to the game, pick up any new flowers that might have emerged and put them to the next phase, water everything again, save and exit, shut the game down, go to the switch menu, put the date forward 1 day, and repeat. So you basically just water everything, you pick everything that's new and put it to the next phase, save and exit, shut the game down, put the date forward, etc. So that way you can go forward faster and faster if you don't want to wait for ages. So that time travel definitely works if you want to do that. And then the other tip is that if you have visitors, then they can help boost your flowers a lot. First of all, keep the flowers in the same places. Have like set places for them, like here, 4 space, 4 space, 4 space. So just keep these flowers in the same area so that watering timers are not going to reset. And when you water by yourself, day 1 to 3 is going to be 5% chance, and then it's going to increase by 5% every day. And we're at gardenscience.ac, by the way, flower breeding simulator, a very good site. So when you're watering by yourself, then you have 5% chance, and then on the 4th consecutive day, it's going to go to freaking 10%. Very slow, but if you have visitors watering, then they're going to add a 20% chance of your flowers breeding. That's a lot. 2 visitors, 30%, 3 visitors, 45%, 4 visitors, 60%, 5 visitors, 75%. So the more visitors you have in a day watering your flowers, then the chances of them producing something goes up drastically. Even 1 visitor is going to boost your output a lot. So if you have access to friends who could come water your flowers, and you could go and water their flowers, then that's going to help a lot. So definitely do that. But that was that, how to get some purple windflowers in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you have your own methods or any improvements to this one, leave your comments below in the section as well. If you liked this video, if you thought this video was helpful to you, press the like button. That helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. But that was that, guys. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Have fun with the game and hope you can get some purple windflowers yourselves. And with this method, you absolutely should be able to get it. If you follow this method, you're going to have eventually some pairs with a 25% chance of producing them. So it should absolutely be happening to you if you follow this method. But there you go. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye. Take care. Boo.